Hey Lance, are you there? I was just curious as to whether or not you had already finished working. You remember telling me that you said you weren't going to be coming home late today, right?
Oh, hey Francine. Yeah, don't worry. I'm almost done with work here. I promise you that I won't be late today, okay?
Got it. I'll take your word on that. Just remember, no making little stops along the way either, right? Just come straight home. After all, dinner tonight was made by our very own Daphne.
Hold on a second. You're telling me that Daphne made dinner tonight?
I know! Isn't it just amazing? I'm so proud of her.
I see. Well, what did she end up cooking? What are you going to be having for dinner?
She made potato salad and is roasting some chicken breasts in the oven right now. I told her that if she was going to be cutting and baking things, that I would at least have to be in the kitchen to watch her, of course. But aside from stand there and make sure there were no injuries, she did it all by herself.
Wow. Well, that really is something then, isn't it? I mean, our little daughter cooking her family dinner all by herself. Who would have thought?
I know, our little girl really is amazing. I've just been so proud of her lately. She's always doing her best to be so helpful around the house and help out in any way that she can. And when she gets home from school, she puts away the clean laundry that I leave out right away. She even helps me clean the bathroom sometimes, though I tell her she can't do the bits that involve scrubbing with bleach.
Well, that's good that you have someone around the house that you can count on to help you while you get bigger.
I know, but the thing is that I haven't even had to ask her to do anything at all. But I guess she must know something about what happens when a woman gets pregnant. At least that they get bigger and bigger. So I've just been thankful to have the extra hands around the house.
I think Daphne would make a really good big sister, don't you? But you know, they do say that when a kid gets a little sibling, that they do take on some parental roles and try to copy more of what they see their parents doing. I think that Daphne is probably going to be doing something similar after we have this kid.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. I can see it happening for sure. But I guess that's what happens when you get a new brother or sister. The way you think about being there for others changes.
That's true. And I guess you do hear that only children tend to be a little spoiled because they get all of the attention from their parents. So I guess as long as in the meantime we don't do anything like that, there shouldn't be anything to worry about really, yeah? Either way, I think that this is going to be a great chance for our daughter to grow up and take on some more responsibility.
And to think that all these changes in our daughter took place just over the last few months. I mean, she never throws tantrums, and I've had to talk with her about her behavior much less often now. I really am feeling much better about having this next child, knowing that I can count on Daphne to help.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of, I mean to ask when you think you were going to go back to your parents' house to have a baby. You did the same thing when we had Daphne, right? So I assumed you were going to do it for this time as well.
You're right that I did go back to my parents to have Daphne, but now I'm really wondering if I need to go back to them this time. I mean, I think with Daphne it was more to do with the fact that she was my first daughter. But then again, it would be good to have adults around to help me after I have this baby. We both know how busy of a time it was the last time that we had a newborn.
Yeah, I don't think we got sleep for months after Daphne was born. It certainly wasn't easy, I'll say that much.
Yeah, it really wasn't. Maybe I should try and do this at my parents' after all. I mean, spending a month with them couldn't hurt. I guess that means that you and Daphne would have to get along without me though, isn't that right?
Yeah, sounds like we really don't have much of a choice now, does it? But I know that we'll do our best without you. Although I would be lying if I said that I wasn't just a little bit nervous.
I knew that you would be just a little worried at the least.
Well, you know me. I just don't know how to take care of the house the way you and I guess now Daphne do. So yeah, I guess you could say that I'm a little worried.
I know, but you really don't need to keep the house spotless. Just do what you can and I'm sure it'll be fine. If you really start getting desperate though, you can always just keep asking Daphne for some help around the house, okay?
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I just don't know how it would look to rely so much on my daughter for help cleaning the house. I remember when you went away to your parents the first time that it was pretty easy for me. But now I'll have Daphne around here, so I guess things are going to be just a little bit different this time. I guess I won't just be able to get away with wearing the same clothes from yesterday and cooking really easy stuff for myself all the time.
Yeah, I mean, maybe don't do that with our young daughter around the house. But who knows? Maybe she'll want to help you with the laundry and the cooking. You never know.
Well, I just worry that by the time you come back to the house, Daphne will be running things and I won't have anything to do.
You know, if you're really that worried about it, I could always just stay here and have the baby in town. I know that my going away would probably be pretty hard on Daphne as well.
Right. But even after you do have the baby, you're going to need to keep still and rest for a while, won't you?
Well, it is what happened last time. But either way, I just don't think I'll be much use around the house right after I have this baby.
Well, in that case, maybe I should just go back to my parents in the meantime as well.
Wait, what? You mean that while I would be at my parents' waiting to give birth, that you would go to yours until I get back home?
Exactly. Then, nothing would really have to be done at the house, and when we come back, things would be just as we left them.
Well, I guess that's one option for you, but are you really sure that your parents would go along with that?
I think they'd probably be fine with it. I mean, I could still get to work from my parents' place pretty easily. Not to mention the fact that if we were staying with them, they could help with all kinds of things when it comes to taking care of Daphne. Although, I guess her school is just a bit farther from their house though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think that Daphne wouldn't have that much longer before her summer break was going to start anyways.
Then I guess the timing of it all really wouldn't be so bad after all. Okay then. I guess that basically seals it. I'll go to my parents' house while you go to yours, and then everything should be just fine.
Well, okay. If that's what you want to do, then I won't stop you. But just please tell your parents how thankful we are for hosting you two.
Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure to do just that. I think I'll text her right now, actually.
Hey there, Lance. How are things going? How have you been? Are things going well at your parents' house?
Hey there, Francine. Yeah, things are going great. Thanks for asking. Even Daphne's really enjoying herself. How are things for you? I hope that you hadn't been too bored without us. Are your parents doing okay?
Yeah, everyone here is doing just fine. Thank you for asking.
Perfect. And what about the baby? How is he doing? Is everything okay with him?
He's doing just fine. But basically all he does all day is drink milk and cry, if I'm being honest. And man, this little guy can really cry. I think he must have had a lot of pent-up emotion being inside me all that time. It must feel good to get it all out.
Well, as long as our little guy is healthy, that's all that really matters to me. But I remember that Daphne was really quiet when we took her home, remember? I guess this is kind of new for us then.
Yeah, I suppose you're right about that. It's been so long since we had Daphne, I forgot what it was like to have a little baby again. Oh, he really is a cutie. I wish that you both could have been here when I had him. I'm so excited for Daphne to meet her new little brother.
And me. I want to meet the little fella too, you know? We're both so excited and talk about getting to meet the newest member of our family all the time. We look at the pictures that you sent us so often as well.
Do you really? Aw. Well, now that I know that, I'll be sure to send you even more photos then. You know, I was also worried about Daphne though. Has she been okay living out there with you and your parents?
I think that she gets a little bored only having us to hang out with from time to time. But she isn't throwing any kinds of fits or crying about it. And I think she's gotten really good at finding ways to keep herself entertained ever since we arrived here.
I see. Wow, I really am just so proud of her. I really was worried that being this far away from home for so long was really going to affect her. But I guess this must mean that she's really ready to take on the role of being an older sister now, don't you think?
I know it's a bit cliche, but they really do grow up so fast, and our little girl is no exception at all. If anything, being here has been the hardest on me. I really miss you, and I can't wait to meet our new child.
Well, don't worry. I certainly feel the same way. I miss you all so much, and I can't wait to see you both. I was thinking that maybe you two could come over and see me here at my parents' house next weekend.
I think I already have something scheduled for this weekend, unfortunately. Actually, my parents have a little vacation planned, if I'm being honest.
Oh, really? And just where were they thinking of going on this little vacation of theirs?
I think they were going to try and go to Hawaii and hit up a few of the islands over there.
Oh, wow! That'll be so exciting! What an amazing trip!
Yeah, they are really excited for this trip. I know that they've always talked about wanting to go at least once. And since Daphne and I were here, they asked us if we would like to go along with them as well.
So you're all going to go together? That really is great for you all. I would be lying if I said I wasn't jealous.
I know, but I really am sorry that that's what we'll be busy doing while you're at your parents' house. Promise that when you get back, we'll find something for us to do as well.
Well, I'm not really in any rush to pack up my bags and go traveling around anywhere right now. I would much rather relax and concentrate on the baby. So I have no problem actually being stuck here while you all go do this. Make sure to have lots and lots of fun for me, though.
Of course, but I'll be honest, I probably won't be able to help feeling bad about leaving you out of this. We'll really miss you, Francine.
I promise you that I'll be just fine. And besides, it's Daphne's summer break. She shouldn't spend all of that time just with her grandparents. It'll be good for you and her to make some good summer memories together. Besides, it's not like I can even go on a flight right now with this newborn. So I think it's great that you two are going out and not letting us slow you down.
You never do anything of the sort, my dear. But anyways, I'll make sure we have enough fun for everyone.
That's great, Lance. Tell Daphne that I miss her and can't wait to see her, okay? Hey there, sweetie. How's it going? I hope that you and your dad are enjoying your little vacation together.
Mom, it's been so long since I've heard from you.
I know. I really am so sorry that I can't be there for you right now. When I heard you were all taking this trip together, I really did wish that I could go. But surely you must be having enough fun with your grandparents and dad to make up for that, right? Anyways, I just wanted to make sure that you were okay and enjoying your vacation.
But I didn't even go on the trip.
Wait, what? What do you mean you didn't go on the trip? Did you all end up not going or canceling or something? Did something bad happen?
No. I mean that they all left me here and went to go on the trip by themselves. Even Dad isn't here.
Sorry, let me just try and get this straight then. You're telling me that you're all alone at your grandma's house right now? I don't understand. Why would they leave you like that?
Well, they said that I wasn't really part of the family, so it would be my job to watch over the house.
They said you weren't part of the family? Are you sure they weren't talking about me?
Well, Grandma has been saying all kinds of really mean things about you ever since Dad and I got here. And to be honest, Grandma has been bullying me too. She told me that I look like you and she keeps calling me stupid. I don't get what's going on though. Why doesn't Grandma like you, Mom?
I really don't know at all. I mean, I never really thought that we didn't get along or anything like that.
Well, you should tell Grandma that because I don't think she knows that yet. I don't know about Grandpa so much. But Grandma has been saying really mean things about you and I, that's for sure. I just don't say anything and listen to her. But I don't like what she says one bit.
So it is true that your grandmother and I aren't the closest of people. We do have a history of butting heads. But I still don't understand why she thinks that makes it okay to be mean to you. I'm so sorry that you've had to go through all this, Daphne. This must be so hard on you.
Well, it did make me pretty sad, yeah. But I didn't cry. I promise. But the reason I didn't cry is because Grandma always laughs at me whenever I do.
So that's why you've been holding everything in? I'm so sorry you've been through this, dear. Why didn't you reach out to me and say anything? I would have loved to know about this sooner.
Well, I couldn't reach out to you. You just had a baby. I just didn't want to worry you with things that were going on all the way over here. It's only been a month since we left anyways.
I know, but you should know that you don't have to take being treated like that.
But I'm going to be a big sister from now on, right? It's important for me to know how to be patient and let nothing get to me.
Daphne, you are going to be a brilliant older sister, and I have no doubts about that. But you are also a kid, and you don't deserve what's happening.
You know, Dad even told me not to tell you that they had left me here to watch the house.
You're kidding me. He really told you not to tell me about that? I would have thought that he would have stood up for you and tried to help you.
No, he never does anything like that. And whenever Grandma would make fun of me, Dad would just laugh along with her. So I never said anything to Dad because I knew that he wouldn't have done anything for me anyways. Then I thought that this was bullying too, right? And that Dad was actually bullying me. And that's why I thought that I had to tell you about it. You always told me to tell you if anyone was ever bullying me, remember?
Of course, dear. You've done very well to tell me about all of this. I really am so proud of you. Thank you so much for telling me about this. I really do mean that.
But Mom, I don't want to be in this house anymore. I want to be with you and my baby brother. I hate being here where everyone is so mean.
Right. I'm so sorry, dear. I can't help but think that it's partially my fault you ended up in this situation. I really do hope that you can forgive me for not being there for you more.
Mom, you shouldn't say that this is your fault. It's not your fault at all. And it certainly isn't my baby brother's fault either. Grandma and Dad are the ones being mean here.
You're right, Daphne. Anyways, I'm going to go and pick you up right now. You won't have to stay there any longer. Just get your bags ready, okay?
Hey there, Daphne. Where are you? Daddy just got back from his vacation and I can't find you anywhere. Are you out playing or something right now?
Hi, Dad. I'm actually at Grandma and Grandpa's house right now.
Really? But I thought that I've looked everywhere for you and I can't find you anywhere. Are you trying to play hide and seek with me or something like that?
Oh, no, sorry. I'm not at that Grandma and Grandpa's house. I'm at the other one.
Wait, what? What do you mean the other Grandma and Grandpa's house? I'm afraid I'm not following.
Well, I don't think of the Grandma and Grandpa over there as my grandparents anymore. After all, Grandma said that I'm not even part of the family, remember? So now I'm with my real grandparent.
So you're telling me that you're with your mom's parents right now then? I don't get it though. They live so far from here. How did you manage to get all the way over there?
Well, yesterday Grandma and Grandpa came to pick me up from here. They knew I was here alone because I told Mom that you all left me behind. They told me that I could go home and stay with them and Mom for a while.
Wait a second. You told your mom everything?
Yeah, I did. And she got really mad when I did.
Right, well, Daphne, I am very, very sorry for leaving you behind, and I shouldn't have done that. But I hope you realize that I didn't have any choice. I mean, it was your grandma's decision, and we have to listen to what she says.
But I told you that I didn't even want to go and stay with them in the first place. I thought that it was just going to get to be the two of us taking care of the house together while Mom was away.
I know, but you know how bad I am at doing the chores, don't you? I can't really function without someone around the house to do things for me. I really don't think that you have that much fun if it was only the two of us.
So basically you're saying that you would rather sacrifice your daughter's happiness just so that you wouldn't have to do any work around the house? And you didn't even speak up for your own little girl when your mom was saying all kinds of horrible things to her?
Oh, wait a second. Is this Francine?
That's right. And I know about all that you've put our poor little girl through. Could you do that to her, Lance? I thought that you were a better father than that. How could I have been so wrong?
No, wait, hold on. You do have it wrong, I swear. Of course I love our daughter. Well, you know my mom. She has to have things her way.
I don't want to hear it from you. I know all that I need to know about you after this.
Wait, no, please. I can come over and see you right now. Please, I haven't even met my son.
And you never will. It's clear that you don't think of us as your family, and if that's how you feel, then fine. The three of us can be more than happy by ourselves, and we don't need or want you around. In the end, Lance did try coming to my parents' house to apologize, but my dad just chased him off the moment he stepped out of his car. I might have listened to what he had to say, but my parents weren't about to allow me to put myself in that position. I texted Lance later that I would be hiring a divorce lawyer and that he would be hearing from me through her. I heard that after the divorce, Lance went into a depression so bad that he even had to quit his job. Now I hear that he's living with his parents full-time now, and that they both have to take care of him. I don't know how they do it, only having their retirement to live off of, but I'm sure one of all of them have had to go back to work now. As for Daphne, my son and I, we all took some time to stay with my parents while I found a new place for us, far away from Lance and his horrible family. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey there, Lily. How are things going over there? I just wanted to text you and ask how the preparation for the move is going.
Oh, well, if it isn't my big sister Rachel. Thanks for asking after us. We're just about done with things over here. We have the whole house packed and cleaned up. Now we're just trying to make sure we keep it cleaned up until we go, and then that's that.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you all have been really busy with all of that. And what about Sam's parents' house? Are you nervous about moving in with your in-laws? Are there any problems you see coming up from you being there?
Well, I think that we've barely even started sending our stuff over there to their house, so it's still just a bit too early to tell.
Oh, right. I guess that's so. But you're going to be moving there so soon. I mean, haven't you already started sleeping at that house?
Yeah, I mean, we've already kind of been half moved over there for a while now. But anyways, I think it should go well. After all, Sam is a really nice guy, and I never had any problems with his parents at all while we were dating.
Oh, well, that's good to hear at least. I guess now you just need to be sure to keep on your best behavior while you're over there.
Oh, trust me, I don't need you to tell me that.
Well, are you really sure that everything is going to be okay with them? I just want you to know that you can always reach out to me if you need any help with anything.
Rachel, I really think this is going to be fine, but I do appreciate you worrying about me. Although, you do know that sometimes you have a tendency to just worry too much.
Well, sure, I know that. But my little sister is married and is going to be moving in with her husband's family. Can you really blame me for just being a little bit nervous about how that's all going to go?
I guess I see what you mean, but I really do think that things are going to be just fine. Thank you. Besides, Sam told me that his parents are really looking forward to having us live with them. And I already know a bit about how they like to run their house, so I should be able to adjust to whatever they want right away, more or less. And I'm actually really happy that they've been so welcoming in opening their house to Sam and I, you know? So I just want you to know that I really don't think there's all that much to worry about.
Well, okay then. You sound really sure about this, which is a good sign. But I just want you to know that you can always come to me if you need any kind of help or support with this. You know that, right? I just know that you have a tendency to keep things bottled up until you're just about ready to explode.
Well, you certainly got me there. I can't argue with that assessment. In that case, you can just wait on standby, and I'll make sure to do my best that things go smoothly with Sam and his parents, okay? If anything, you telling me how worried you are about things is just going to make me more nervous about moving in with them.
Well, I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to make you feel that way. I just want to make sure you're ready for all of this.
Well, I think it's going to be fine. Actually, I'm here with Sam, and he wants to message you for a bit, if that's okay.
Oh, well, yeah. I guess that's fine. I don't have any kind of problem with that.
Okay then, I'm going to be putting him on the phone now, so you'll be texting Sam until he says otherwise.
Hey there, Rachel. How's it going? It's been a while, yeah?
Hey there, Sam. Yes, it has been a while since the two of us got to talk last. I'm sorry to be messaging my sister like this when I know the two of you are so busy getting ready for your move right now.
No, there's nothing to worry about at all. I'm sure you must be pretty nervous about whether or not this movie's gonna go well for Lily, right? After all, I already know all about how you were the one who practically raised Lily by yourself. I understand why you're feeling the way that you are. And so, I just wanted to take this chance to apologize for asking Lily to move in with my parents so soon after her and I got married. I know this must all seem a bit sudden.
Well, yes. But as long as you take care of my little sister, I don't see any kind of problems arising from this. Anyways, I guess I also just needed to get these concerns off of my chest, or else they would be bugging me forever, you know?
Oh, trust me. I understand completely. So I'm glad that you and your sister were able to talk. And I want to promise you here and now that I will make sure Lily is taken care of. Okay?
Thank you so much for telling me that, Sam. That really does mean a lot to me. And please, tell your parents hello for me, and that I'm grateful that they've been so welcoming to Lily.
Oh, please. My parents are more than happy to have Lily and I moving in with them. They really are excited about all of this. Actually, the thing is that my parents are in a bit of need of nursing, especially my dad, but my mom's knees aren't great either. So we're actually all so grateful for Lily moving in with us, knowing that the situation is what it is.
That's right. I think the last time I saw your dad, he was walking with a cane, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was from about 3 years ago. He had a small brain hemorrhage, and ever since then he hasn't been able to walk without using a cane. And really, if he doesn't have someone to take care of him at home, he just can't really function how he ought to.
I see. I'm so sorry to hear that. I didn't realize that the situation was that severe.
Yeah, unfortunately it really has gotten that bad. So having Lily around the house to help is going to be huge for him. And my parents are just so grateful that she's agreed to come and live with them. They really tell me all the time that I found a good one. And I guess I'm just glad that Lily understands how important family is to me.
Well, that is good to hear. And knowing that your parents are so excited to have Lily makes me feel much better about the situation. So anyways, I just hope that everyone can get along together over there.
Of course we're all going to get along. I don't think there's anything to worry about at all.
I know, but I know that Lily thinks it can be a bit embarrassing sometimes. But I just can't help feeling nervous, you know? But as I'm sure Lily has told you, I am a bit of a worrywart.
I understand that. But I just want to let you know that I think Lily is a very capable person, and I think she's going to be just fine. I really think that things are going to go well for us here. Especially my mom. She's really looking forward to having Lily here. I'm actually jealous of how well the two of them get along.
Are they really that good of friends? Well, that's good to know at least.
Oh, yes. They're basically as thick as thieves. I really think that my mom likes your sister. Not only that, but I also want you to know that I'm going to be there to make sure that Lily is okay. I know that taking care of my parents isn't going to be easy work. But I promise you here and now that I'm going to try and make sure that your sister is safe and as happy as can be.
Thank you so much, Sam. You really don't know how much I needed to hear that. I really am glad that all of the people in the world, my sister ended up with a guy like you. Okay then, I guess we'll talk again later when you're all settled in. Hope the rest of the move goes well. Hey there, Sam. How's it going? It's been a while since the two of us last got to talk.
Oh, hey there, Rachel. Yeah, long time no talk. What's this about?
Well, the thing is that I've actually been trying to get in contact with Lily, but she hasn't been answering me. So I just wanted to try and reach out to you to ask if you knew what was going on with her.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, Lily actually has been really, really busy lately. So if I had to give you a reason, I guess that would be why she hasn't been getting back to you as much lately.
I see. I didn't know she was so busy. Do you know what it is that's keeping her so preoccupied?
Yeah, well, she just started a part-time job, and I guess they are keeping her really busy with training and that kind of thing.
Oh wow, I didn't know that she had started a new job at all. That sounds exciting for her.
Yeah, and she's still helping my parents with the nursing and all of that. So I guess by the time the end of the day rolls around, she's probably just really tired and doesn't have the energy to text or talk to anyone.
I see. Well, that sounds kind of rough for her, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to tell her that she didn't need to go out and find a job or anything like that. I told her that she was probably busy enough with my parents and taking care of the house. But she insisted on working, and so I guess that's what's been going on around here. I am really sorry that she hasn't been staying in touch with you though lately, Rachel.
Well, if it's something that Lily said that she wanted to do, then I guess there really isn't anything to worry about at all. I'm sure that just being a housewife was plenty though for her. She probably just wanted to get out of the house more.
Well, if you don't think it's anything to worry, then I guess that's good at least.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you figured it out by now, but Lily can be a bit headstrong. She'll always pursue something that she wants, so you just have to remind her not to push herself too much. And also tell her to get back to me when she has a moment to. Tell her that her older sister is worried for her.
I'll be sure and do that, Rachel. Although, like you said, there really is nothing to worry about, right? After all, Lily is a really smart, capable girl, and I really don't think she's someone you need to worry about that much. If anything, it might be good to give her a little more space now and then, don't you think?
You think so? You might be right about that, I suppose.
I mean, I just think that she's independent enough that it might do her some good. After all, she's already married and living with my family now. And if I can be honest, all this worrying seems to imply to me that you don't trust my family to take care of Lily.
No, I'm really sorry, Sam. You're right. I really wasn't trying to insult you or your family at all with this. I just can't help but be nervous for her. I hope you can understand. But you're right. I should have been more considerate towards your family, too. I'll be sure to be more careful about that in the future, okay?
I'm really sorry, but please do. I mean, if I can be honest with you again, I think one reason why Lily hasn't been getting back to you is because she wants to live her own life and not be told what to do by you. I know that you mean well, but you have to have faith that Lily is able to take care of herself, right?
You're so right. What was I thinking messaging her so frequently? I'll try and reach out even less from now on. And I guess you don't have to worry about telling Lily to get back to me.
Great. Thank you so much. I'm sure that she'll get back to you when things settle down around here. You just have to be patient with her, okay?
Right. Patient. I can be that. I'm really sorry for being so annoying with all of this. Well, I guess you already know how much of a worrier that I am. But anyways, I guess we'll talk later.
Rachel, are you there? I am so sorry for taking so long to finally get back to you.
Oh my gosh, Lily. It's been way too long since I last heard from you. I heard from Sam that you've been really busy doing all kinds of things over there.
Yeah, I really have been. And that's why I haven't been able to talk to you at all.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. I'm just so happy to hear from you now. So how are you doing? You're not pushing yourself too much, are you? Have things settled down a little since you've arrived?
Not as much as you might think, actually.
Oh, really? So then, does that mean that you're still really busy even now?
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like I'm basically never caught up on all the things that I have to do in a single day.
And I've heard that you even started working a part-time job on top of everything else that you have to do, right? So basically, you're working, taking care of Sam's parents, and keeping their house in order?
Pretty much. Although, I really enjoy my job, so I really don't want to have to quit it. Especially since doing things around the house is just such a pain.
I see. Yeah, I bet taking care of Sam's father really can't be easy. But it has just been so long since I last heard from you. I was worried that something might have happened. Is everything okay?
Actually, I think I kind of need your help, Rachel.
My help? What do you mean by that? What do you need my help to do? Are you trying to tell me that something actually has happened?
I was wondering if you wouldn't mind bringing me some cold medicine to the house. I would really appreciate it. Maybe that and some Gatorade and some chicken soup or something like that.
Well, why do you need all of those things? Are you sick?
I am, actually. I have a fever of over 100 degrees, and I feel like I can hardly move at all. I've actually been stuck in bed like this for the past 3 days.
Wait, what? You've been like that for the past 3 days? Have you gone to see a doctor?
No, I haven't gone to see anyone about this.
But you've had a fever that high for this long, and you still haven't gone to see anyone? Why not?
It's not that I don't want to. I really do want to see a doctor. But I can't go.
I still don't get it. What do you mean that you can't go? What's keeping you from going?
Well, it's just that Sam and his mom told me that I should be focusing on getting better by myself. They told me that they didn't want to waste any money taking me to the doctors.
Hold on a second. You're telling me that Sam and his family are preventing you from going to see a doctor about this fever you have?
Yeah. Although now, those two are away on vacation by themselves, and I'm stuck here with Sam's dad.
Even though you've had a fever for so long, they're still making you take care of Sam's dad?
Yes, they are. But I'm just so exhausted. I really can hardly move at all, especially now. I thought they were going to take better care of me, but I feel like I'm just a servant.
That's just horrible. I'm so sorry to hear that, Lily. I thought that things were going well there. That's what Sam told me anyways.
I know, but from the moment we moved here, it's like Sam became a completely different person. Both him and his mom did complete 180s on me and turned into total jerks. They got so mean to me and also act so coldly. Also, they're always calling me names and trying to put me down. And I've been the only one doing anything to take care of Sam's dad and their house ever since I got there. In fact, it was actually Sam who forced me to go out and get a job. He had some connection with some friend of his town and made me start working there.
You're kidding me. You mean that the reason you're working through all of this is because you're being forced to?
I know it sounds crazy, but it really is true. I can't believe what my life has become.
And Sam never even said one word to me about this. In fact, he told me that you were working because it was something that you wanted to do.
Well, it's
It's a lie! I hate being here! And Sam only ever pretends to be a good person when others are around, but I never wanted to work. And he's just making me be everything. All of the work that him and his mom don't want to do. I see. Lily, I'm so sorry. I had no idea that any of this was happening at all. It's okay. I didn't say anything to you. But I also wasn't even allowed to reach out to you sometimes. Anytime I even talked about reaching out to you, Sam would just glare at me, and I know that it would be no good. I see. And the last time him and I talked, Sam even told me to stop trying and reach out to you as frequently. He told me that you were too busy to talk to me. Well, it sounds to me like he just didn't want us to be in contact with each other. But that probably means that he knows that he's treating me poorly, and he just didn't want you to find out. You really think that's it? I really didn't know what to think when I stopped hearing from you for so long. Well, there's another reason for that too. Even when there were times when I could have reached out to you about this, I didn't, because I didn't want you to worry about me any more than you already were. But I really do wish that you would have told me something about this, Lily. I think maybe it's time that you come back and live with us and our parents here. Your situation sounds just awful. It really is difficult for me, I won't lie. I mean, I just have no free time and no money to do anything either. I don't even know how I would escape from here to make it back home in the first place. What do you mean you don't have any money? Don't you have your own bank account? I do, but Sam made me give him my bank info and then change my passwords, so I don't even have access to a single cent of my own money. But what about the money that you get from your job? Sam's mom takes all of the money that I earn and spends it to buy things for herself. Like I said, I'm working for some friend of Sam's family, so she knows when payday is, and she always manages to intercept my paycheck. Well, that's just horrible. You're not their servant. You're their slave. I can't believe they're treating you like this. That's just horrible, Lily. I know. It's so awful, and I really hate it. I never thought that things would have gone this way. But they were all just pretending to be nice to me. But now I just want to go home. Well, don't worry. I'm going to bust you out of there. I promise. Just hang on a little longer.
Hey, Lily, are you there? Where the heck are you right now? I know that you don't have any work today. Don't you remember that you were supposed to come and pick my mom and I up from the airport? Are you off having fun by yourself or something? You really are a useless wife. Do you know that?
How dare you talk to my precious little sister that way? Just who do you think you are, huh?
Excuse me? How dare you talk to me like that? Is this even Lily? Who am I speaking to right now? Huh?
Are you stupid or something? Didn't I just say my sister? Who do you think it is, Sam? It's Rachel, your sister-in-law.
Wait a second. Is this really Rachel? What are you doing texting me on Lily's phone?
Because she told me all about the way that you and your horrible, awful mother have been treating her. She looked like a complete wreck when I went to go and get her. If anyone is terrible here, it's you, Sam.
What do you mean she looked like a wreck? What are you talking about?
Are you really going to try and play dumb about all of this?
I really have no idea what you're talking about at all. I swear.
Okay then, allow me to fill you in. A few days ago, I got some messages from Lily asking me for help. She told me that she had been sick with a really high fever for a few days, and that you and your mom refused to let her go and see a doctor. But I could tell from the moment I saw her that she was malnourished. Just what exactly were you doing to my poor little sister?
So you're telling me that you showed up to our house and stole my wife away?
How dare you talk about Lily as if she's just something that can be traded or stolen? I rescued my little sister from you and your family, and I brought her back home with me. And you're never going to get her back.
And just what is that supposed to mean, huh?
It means that she is going to get a divorce from you and won't ever be going back there. You can take care of your father and the house by yourself. Because I am never going to let you hurt my sister again.
How dare you try and talk about our marriage? Just who do you think you are? I thought I told you to quit messing around with your sister's life.
And I almost believe that I should have listened to you. But you were never asking me to do that for Lily's sake.
Hold on a second. Where's my dad? I thought that Lily was supposed to be watching him. He's nowhere in the house. How could you do this to my dad?
I didn't do anything to your dad, but that's rich coming from you after the way you treated Lily. Anyways, if you must know, your dad is safe. Unlike you, he isn't a total crazy person. We talked to him, and he told us that he wanted to be checked into a retirement home.
And so you just took him there without saying anything to my mom or I at all? How dare you mess with my family like this? Don't you know that Lily is my wife? That means that she's with us now.
Can you please stop talking about my sister as if she is something that you own? She is a living person, and you can't control her. I know that you may have thought you could with your horrible bullying, but now it's time for her to get back at you.
Get back at us? Just what is that supposed to mean?
Oh, you'll find out soon enough.
Rachel, please. I'm so sorry about everything. I just want you to know that my mom and I realize how wrong that we were for treating Lily that way. Just please don't sue us. We won't be able to pay all of that if you do.
I told you that we were going to have our revenge soon. So just shut up and pay my sister.
There has to be some kind of mistake here. Surely you're not going to charge us this much, right?
If anything, that number is too low. Are you forgetting all the physical, mental, and financial abuse that you put my sister through?
Please, you have to forgive us. You have to drop the charges. This is just a big misunderstanding. Besides, who's going to look after my mom now?
Why are you asking me that question?
Well, because my mom is really starting to lose her mobility, and her retirement money isn't going to be enough to cover all the costs involved. And I certainly don't have the free time to give her the care that she needs. So please, just don't sue us for all that money.
Oh, please. Didn't you and your mom just enjoy a vacation together? And if you think that some sob story about how hard things are going to be for your family is going to change our minds, you've got another thing coming.
But I don't want to divorce your sister.
Why? Because then you won't have the money from her part-time job to spend on fancy trips, like the one that you took?
No, but it's just... Well, with my dad in the retirement home, if this lawsuit goes through, we'll have to sell our house to be able to keep him in there. But we'll be left penniless. Isn't that awful?
Yeah, that sounds like things are going to be really difficult for the two of you.
Please, you can't do this. You can't steal my wife away from me and completely bankrupt my family.
You know, half the reason your dad wanted to be put into a home was that so he could get away from your mom and you. He knew that with my sister, he was going to need someone to care for him, but he didn't want it to be either of you.
Please, I'm so sorry. I never wanted any of this to happen at all. You have to forgive us.
And that is not going to happen. But if this is all that you came to talk to me about, then I think that you and I are done here. In the end, Sam and Lily were able to finalize their divorce, and Sam and his mother ended up paying Lily hundreds of thousands of dollars for what she endured. And after that, just like Sam said, his family had to sell their house to keep his father in the retirement home. No matter how much Sam and his mom begged him to come home, he refused. Now, Sam and his mother live in a tiny little apartment, and even his mom has had to start working again just to make ends meet. With Lily safe at home, our parents and I did our best to see that she was taken care of while she went through the divorce process and got back on her feet again. Now, she's found a new job which she loves, and she even moved away from my parents and into an apartment of her own. I know that she is still going through a lot mentally, but I think now she really understands the importance of being able to count on your family for help in times of need. And, as her big sister, I'm going to make sure that nothing horrible like this ever affects Lily or any of my family members ever again. You can count on that. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.